Like, like, and then I was trying to be sneaky. I woke up. Where did we go, babe? When I was drinking that day.
That was Chino and Lisa's birthday.
Okay, so we go. It's my cousin Chino. So, I'm kicking it because my family, like, we're big, but we're small knitted también, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're chilling, and I had done a show at the House of Blues. I go, bam, bam, shout out to the House of Blues.
Yeah,
they had me on
man.
there and shit. I go, it was good, huh, babe? I shut it down. It was good. Fool.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about my whole set because I like to use different jokes, fool. Like, I know I should master a set. But I feel like I owe it to the audience to bring at least one or two jokes new, right? So I tell my lady, like, you know what? Like, I want to do a different set. She goes, what are you going to talk about? I was like, I want to do a set about getting arrested, Because when you get arrested, like, it's like you're all stressed out. You're like, fuck, fool, my life is over, dog. Like, you think about your kid, you think about your job, like a million things, right? So I'm arrested, and I'm like, one thing I hated.
At your show?
No.
Oh,
like
the set. I apologize.
What I'm
the
talking
set.
about.
Yeah.
So I tell the people, like, you know what I fucking hate about getting arrested is when you're in the backseat of the cop car. It's a plastic. I don't know if you've been in back. But like this, but worse.
Me never.
Okay, yeah, you have. It's like this. Just imagine this, and your hands are like this. Fool.
Oh yeah.
Super tight because they always put the handcuffs tight, and they're going through the worst roads, fool. All bumpy, potholes, all fucked up, right? So I do a whole set about that.
Yeah.
You know how you're looking, and going through LA, it's all bad, and people are laughing. They're like, and this is all white almost. They're like, oh my! And there was a crowd from Huntington Beach. And I kept referring to them. I was like, you Huntington Beach guys don't know about that unless you're like surfing after hours, right? They're fucking dying.
Right.
So we leave, we go downstairs to, what's that place called, babe? Pancho Villas? Or?
Casa de Pancho.
Casa de Pancho.
Casa de Pancho.
We walk into this place, it looks like a but it's like the popping spot in Anaheim. There's like a waiting, have you heard of it?
I have not.
It's like a line, like the Wilford line, fool. And we just did a show, so they're like, oh, come here. So I'm like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
Fucking bill was like $400, huh, babe? Ridiculous, dude. I'm not tripping. I just got paid for the show.
Yeah,
Shit, fuck it. We're partying, we're drinking, having a good time. My cousin likes that spot. He likes the ambiente because it's dancing. It's like a hip hop type of thing, but with mariachi and all kinds of shit. So
okay.
Yeah, it's cool, fool.
Casa
de Pancho, right, babe? Casa de Pancho.
All right, I'll check it out.
And it's right there in Disneyland, on Disneyland Lane by the House of Blues and all that shit.
All right.
So it's a decent spot. The food's pretty decent. Drinks are cool. So we go in there, we're partying. Now go to my cousin Chino's thing, right? So
what did you do?
Okay, so this is how it happens. She has a birthday. It's cracking, right? I'm chilling. We're having a good time, dancing all night. My lady, we're having a good time. Whatever, right? So, my cousin Chino likes Jaeger bombs.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
okay. It's not for me, but
exactly.
Yeah.
Not for me neither. But he's like, let's get a Jaeger bomb. And I was like, all right, fuck it, I got you, fool. You get me, I get you. Like let's say me and you, kid.
For sure.
I got you a beer, you get me a beer, that kind of stuff. So he goes, I got the next round, and I'm just like, damn. The next one, I was like, all right, we drink the Jaeger bomb, right? Boom, and the thing about Jaeger bomb is it has energy drink. So you're all pompeado, dancing, going.
Yeah.
But for that come down, it's vicious, dog. So boom, strike one, I knock out on the way home. My own ladies, I'm passed out on the side, going all the way to Rialto, dude. From Orange County, we go. So I'm thinking, okay, I slept it off, I'm good. I go to sleep, and I just feel something weird, huh? And I'm just like, maybe I just got to throw up a little bit, or maybe who knows what it became.
We all been there, no big deal.
It all happens. I feel it like all bad. So when I'm walking towards the bathroom, one thing is ever since I was little, my eyes have never been able to adjust to the dark. Like let's say if you were to turn off the lights here, I wouldn't be able to see.
Oh shit!
I don't know why. It's like some kind of stigmatism I have, right? Yeah. Hit the lights. You can't see. So I was so drunk, me personally, I forgot to turn on the light so I could see.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I gotta throw up, but I can't open the door, fool. So when I'm trying to open the door, my lady's awake. I see her, she's like this, just looking at me. Vámonos. The throw up on the door, I throw up on the sink, I throw up on the toilet, and I'm just like, Jesus
like,
Christ.
Man, pick a spot.
Yeah.
Not everywhere.
You're dying. Yeah, you're dying. I'm dying. It was like The Exorcist, fool. Everywhere. I'm just like, Jesus Christ. It looked like I did wallpaper of throw up, fool. I'm just like, fuck.
It was red.
Man.
It was red.
Why was it red? You eating hot Cheetos?
No,
the Jaeger bomb.
No, Jaeger's brown. And
Is
the
it
energy
brown?
drink
You ate
is
the
raw.
camarón de diabla.
Oh, the
It was
camarones
red.
a la diabla.
There
The
we
devil
go.
came out of me.
Ah,
So the next day I wake up and I'm like, fuck, man, like how am I gonna clean this up? So I fucking clean it up. I'm trying to be all sneaky, 6 in the morning, and I disinfect everything, hook everything up, you know. And I tell my lady like, hey, you know everything's good. She goes, I know you fucking went to town that bathroom. I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, I watched you, and I went in there and I seen it. And she's like, are you gonna drink Jaeger again? And I was like, hell no, hell no. So that's one thing I do give credit to my lady is that she'll put that tough love, and I'm like, fuck, okay, maybe I shouldn't do that Jaeger bottle no more, you know?
yeah.
Because, you know, as the lifestyle that I lived was so free. It was so, like, you know, I'll get another bathroom. Or, you know, nobody told me that. And, you know, from being in jail, I'm used to somebody telling me that. So I need that somebody to be like, hey, you know what? Maybe you don't drink Jaeger no more.
Yeah, man, that's real.
So it keeps I feel like she's the balance, you know? And I like to, yeah, you're right. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I like to say stories like that because I want to sound humanized, you know, because a lot of people that are in acting or Hollywood or comedians, they won't say shit like that. And I'll be like, why? Why are you hiding that side of you that everybody does? Everybody's hugged the toilet. Everybody's been at that moment, dog. And I feel like that's what makes you you. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and that's one of the things about my comedy is a lot of people, they stop fucking with me because of certain things that I've done, or let's say we party a certain way, whatever we do. But you know, the way I look at it is like I'm just weeding you out. If you don't want to fuck with me, who I am, then why you with me?
I hear you. You know what? I hear you because also, you know, I like to think of myself as a nice guy, but I've also lost control, and I've realized that the
We
people
all have that point.
Yeah, the people that see me out of character, and they're like, you know what? I know Adam.
I just buzz.
And you know, he made me know.
Whatever. Yeah.
And then the certain people that can't for you, like you said, is like it's just not meant to be there. Yeah. And also, do I start thinking, okay, maybe I should have cooled out in this situation? Yeah, of course, I take that into account too. But I think that there's a certain amount, especially when it comes to being an artist, whether you're a songwriter, actor, comic, whatever it is,
you have to conduct yourself a certain way.
you do, and at the same time, what you were saying is you have to be willing to put that out there and be vulnerable because. Yeah. That's what people I think are interested in.
Exactly.
It is to see someone who's brave enough to put it out there and be like, yeah, you know,
I fucking was hugging the toilet.
Yeah,
you know, I was drunk as fuck.
In a way, I heard a great comic, Eugenio, I forgot his last name, but he's a big actor. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about comedy is funny when you're hearing it. Like you hear about a guy, he's at a big party with his biggest crush is in the room. He comes out of the bathroom, he falls down, his pants split in two, and everybody sees his ass. That's comedy. It's funny, but to the man happening it too, that was tragedy.
Yeah.
The thing is, bro, you've been through a lot of tragedy, and now you're sharing it with people, but to them it's comedy. Homie.
Yeah, it's funny as fuck. Yeah, it's true.
So there's just something there. So I think that by you being willing to put it out there and to share your failures along with your successes, I think maybe that's what, I mean, because bro, that's what sucked me into like wanting to, okay, who is Beebs? Like, what? I'm hearing these stories, and I'm seeing. That's an extraordinary person. Like a normal person could not function through that situation and come out clean on the other side. This is not normal. This is a certain thing, you know? And I think that's something that I could recognize because I grew up around people that I have a lot of love and respect for and that I think are warriors, you know? And so even in my adult life and doing what I'm doing, when I see it in people, I still admire it, and that's why it means a lot. You know, thank you for coming through, man.
And I wanted to because I remember we touched bases. We had our moments. Like,
sure.
You'll call me, I'll call you. But yeah, you know, we that little hit, you know. And like I said, I always like to come to different places. Let's say I came here. I always go because I don't want to be one of those guys that's like, oh, I'm not gonna go unless you pay $400. And you know, when the money comes, it comes, and it is coming. But I look at it like. One thing I learned is, you know, you make the money, don't make the money make you, dude. Because there's a lot of people that they forget. I don't hate on the people that made it because you made it for a reason. You put in the years, you did all that stuff, but you know, still stay in touch with your aspect, which I feel they do. I still see some of the actors and comedians are wrong, just amongst us, which is cool. And I get it, like there's different classes or criteria.
Sure.
But I say, hey, you know what? When it's my time to be out there, be with me. And I don't have no animosity towards nobody who's made it or didn't make it. It's just like how you said, whether you want it or not, you know.
Yeah, man, that's in there. Just for fun, this is really just me doing my own thing. You know, we talked a little bit. Is there any because I've critiqued your comedy. Remember we talked about that that show, and I called you and I was like, hey, I had notes for you. So I've been pretty.
I want honestly, my ultimate goal is I want to do more scripted comedy because I think that's what hits. Because I have certain sets that are scripted that I use all the time, but like I'm trying to still figure out how to do it, how to go mainstream.
Here's what I heard you say. I heard you say you want to share new material because you feel like you owe that to the audience.
Yeah.
I've also heard you say you want to do more scripted comedy. I'm encouraging that because I feel like that's going to put you with your special on Netflix. What I'm saying is you can do both. Hear me out. You work on your scripted set where you know the beginning, the middle, the end, you know the delivery, the punch. Do that, okay? At the same time, give your audience a fresh set every night. That's cool. Take something from your set and say, hey, I want to double check, make sure and so you're still doing justice to your audience, right? You're still giving them what you feel is the right thing to do, which is, you know, off the top, something fresh, fine.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're building this large scripted one, which is for your
solid.
Well, it's for that other audience. This isn't for the Compton audience. This isn't for the East LA audience. This is for the national or international audience. And that's your scripted version where you want to put your best foot forward. But what I'm telling you is you don't have to stop being Young Beeves. You don't have to stop being a gunslinger from the hip and I'll just go up there.
Yeah.
Keep doing that.
That was my line. I like
but
that.
also, yeah, I watch, homie. But also you can, and I think this is what you're doing, is you're caring about this audience so much. Well, don't neglect this audience where you give them the full scripted hour to all the gabachos and